Good morning. Good morning. The rooster's already been up for an hour. Thomas was pretty much up all night long. He wasn't coming when I called him to go to bed. How about Thomas? So he was not coming in. He was enjoying yourself way too much. Yeah. How about Orange Kitty? He's such a good boy. That's Thomas. Aren't you? Okay, wait a minute, Thomas. There we go. Whoa. We're still hanging out in the back lot. I didn't go up front yet to see what's going on. I can feel that there's a lot of change going on in camp. And this morning I was catching up on my messages somewhat that I haven't caught up on, and was on Facebook, and somebody had put a quote up on there, and it said about a grandpa giving his granddaughter a Jeep, and to take it to the car dealer and find out how much they would give her for a trade-in. And they were going to give her $1,000 because it was old. And then he goes, okay, now take her to the pawn shop and see how much they will give you. So she took it to the pawn shop and came back and told her grandfather that they were going to offer her $100 because he told her to take it to the Jeep community. In the Jeep community, someone wanted to offer her $100,000 because it was an old Jeep. She went back to her grandfather, and her grandfather said about the moral of the story being, don't go to a place where they do not value you. Go to a place where they do. So when you're asking me that question, Curtis, I don't know. I haven't gone out to see how many are here. I'm not sure how many are in Bunker Hill. I'm in Bunker Hill now. It's still pretty early. I'm not quite sure who all's up and at 'em. I'm at the far end, as I used to call my sweet spot, because I like to be as close to nature as possible. And that's about as close to nature as I can get here on these hot grounds. So I cannot tell you, and I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit, because I'm not quite sure. There's a lot of things that are changing. A lot of things have changed, and it's looking at your individual goal and priority at this point in time. And I'm not real fond of how the leaders have led the convoy. Period. Since people take my words and my videos out of context, it's like, yeah, speak slowly and distinctly. And I'm still in the say what you mean what you say, don't say it mean, and if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So, you'll hear me keeping my mouth shut a good part of, because I don't always like what I see. And that's that acceptance. Acceptance is the answer to all of my problems. No, I wasn't kicked out, at least not yet. You know, yeah, I know the division, yeah. I'm debating where my value will find its where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I wasn't kicked out. At least nobody came up to me. I mean, I've gotten a couple of not so nice looks. You know, the kind of if looks could kill. And yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna speak ill. But I will give enough of rope and say that if it were my convoy, I would not do what has been done so far. What changes would you make or like to see changed? I would like to see everyone's opinion, ideas, knowledge be met with the same welcoming, let's all discuss what has been brought up, instead of only select few making decisions for we the people. If it's we the people, I think that we the people should have should have our voices heard. Like I've been saying before day one of the parallel experiences and the pitfalls that I experienced. And my information's totally ignored. So, am I of value here other than to sit back and observe? What's going on? Oh, I have the passion of the Christ. I am a sister in Christ, and I live by the principles of the Christ, more so than most Christians. How's that? I have not been out front to see or hear or know any of the rumor or gossip that's going on. Yesterday, I, for the most part, took a break to recover from the night before's journey mission into DC. It's like we don't know what's going on. Obviously others do, because they're always there and prepared for us no matter where we go. So to gas up at 10 o'clock, to be ready to leave at 2 a.m., to drive 2 hours, who takes a weary, no sleep army into battle? Wouldn't it be much better to have your army well rested? It really, well, that's, yeah. Let's just say I don't do well unless I get my beauty rest, and that means 4 hours minimum of sleep and not 1 hour not leave. And you're right, the whole hour, and I guess that's just symbolic of the what was going on. Yeah, I know where I'm going. I've already been there. I had a near-death experience as a child, so I've already been to the Rainbow Bridge. I just didn't know what it was called. I've had enough of experience with X-ray. When the convoy through hell was hard enough in the daylight, but then I was getting flashbacks in the convoy to hell in the dark, and was going to question who was in the lead, but then it was confirmed that my flashbacks were correct of the terror that I experienced on that convoy. So, yeah. It takes all kinds of personalities. Don't get me wrong. The personality that I have a problem with are those who, I don't know if she's heading on or... So yeah, we need all kinds of personalities. That's what We the People is all about. But the constant division of within the group is disheartening. Making decisions that affect the whole group and the expectations of grin and bear it. I don't know. Yeah, stupid is as stupid does. And that's it. It's like, the insanity. The doing the same thing and expecting different results. Right, Thomas? Are you agreeing with me, Thomas? You agreeing with me? Say, how can we expect people to change if they don't know that what they're doing is wrong? Some people are just taught to be like that. And then what are you going to do? They're just taught to be like that. Well, Monica, excuse me, something that I have told myself from the beginning is that it's for the principle, my belief, rather than allowing personalities to stop what the purpose is. That's a big part of why I have been here and stuck it out for so long, because we can't afford to quit. We can't afford to quit. Why, as somebody had put about Christ earlier, why did Christ keep carrying his cross if it was too much to bear? Because you have a passion to succeed. You have a passion to do what is right, no matter how hard it is, the challenge that comes with it. I like that, Christy. That's a really good idea. Well, to tell you the truth, Tex Elite, good for them, because they had pretty much no sleep the night before, and they were doing what I was doing, was recovering from having no sleep the night before. That's what I was talking about, going into battle with weary soldiers. We were just recovering from the night before. I mean, when I was early 20s, I could stay up all night and work a double, triple shift, but I need my beauty rest now that I'm older. Yeah, that's amen to that, Monica. It's even harder. Yeah, it was pure exhaustion, and then they're downtown So, I mean, I only stayed, I think it was like 4 or 5 hours, something like that, and then it was just getting too hot, sweltering. Yeah, so I took my animals and we drove back here to camp. But I mean, I got like a little bit of a cat nap before, while I was sitting there, while it was still cool in the morning. But a lot of the people didn't get to take a cat nap. There's quite a few who are retired who have been able to be here because we are retired. And we saw what was going on, and we recognized and we know that we have to do something because we've lost some family members over the mandates and mass media play on this is what it is. In the 20s it was like clockwork. I could party till 3, then after party. And that's, Andrew, you know what I'm talking about. Don't know how old you are, but the older that you get, the less you can do that. You got that right. Yeah. Now, there again, we are not held here by chains. And we do have the opportunity to leave at any time. But when I was talking about leaving, it's like, you know, what happens if we give up? That's it. Yeah, I try to do the 10 to 6 routine to, you know, approaching 40 and feel like 60 doing contractor work. Yeah, and if you don't take care of yourself now, I mean, when I was turning 40, you know, it was right before, I was competing in motorcycle rodeos. And what was I, 38, 39, and around in there. And I was like, you know, I just can't do it like I was 20 anymore. So that's when I kind of said, all right, let me quit while I'm on the top. And I did. Oh, it changes all the time. It changes all the time. And yeah, we just have never known what was going on. Only a select few has ever really known what was going on. We, the people, just know that things have to change. And, you know, things have to change. And it's like if I can't say if I leave the group that I will stop, because I've been championing our rights before the group started. I've been fighting for our rights since the March in '97. You know, trying to hold our government accountable. And well, to tell you the truth, I'm much better than I was yesterday. I was really worn out yesterday from the day before, and you know, yeah, it doesn't change in a day. And we all can have that faith the size of a mustard seed, but we got to bring the shovel. And yeah, freedom, that's it. It's what are you free to do? I'm free to sit out here and enjoy nature. That is what I would rather do. And you need a real leader who knows how to get. A real leader will listen to everyone's ideas and suggestions and consider it from all points of view. When a leader only takes the role of God and playing God in everyone's lives, that's the hard one. That's the hard one. So that's, I mean, yeah, a moral society, you know, you can't force them into it, but if they don't know what morals are, I mean, it's not like when I grew up. Yeah, I've got, I mean, it's like, remind me again, I haven't taken my vitamins. I've got vitamins, I've got magnesium. I have to straighten out my CVS Care Pass. I was gonna get zinc the other day. I think I still have zinc somewhere, but I have, it's just making myself do it every single day. Making yourself take a vitamin every single day. Making yourself drink enough of water every single day. And yeah, I like getting my vitamin D naturally, but yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And and yeah, it's not a full Christian movement because I'm here. And even though I was raised a good little Christian girl, I was also raised with a lot of prejudice of those who were not, and it's wrong. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, to try to express or whatever, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, hello, Thomas. I can't comment on things I don't know about because then it would be gossip or hearsay. So, you know, I mean, say what you mean what you say, don't say it mean. And, Oreo, he has a lot of dedicated supporters because he does get in there and get information out. I can't say. I mean, you know, there again, maybe by the time he's done. Let's see, who's that? What family seems you think he's going to hold all that money he's helping you do? Aren't you in DC? If you don't mind me, termite man. I was in DC. Let's just say I've been here, done that on a lot of things on this convoy, and I avoid a lot of the pitfalls because I've been there, done that, and don't want to do some of the things again. And it was too hot for myself and my animals. And I know that only when there were arrests made. Hold on, Thomas. Watch, Thomas. Watch. Okay, sit down. Go ahead, sit down. Good boy. Thomas is cupping his squat on my lap. All right, so yeah, I did go into DC, and I'm not willing to be arrested, especially with my animals and getting my vehicle impounded. That's you know, I can do better on the outside. I can do more on the outside, and yeah, we're in lawfare. It took me 7 months and 5 court hearings to prove that I was not guilty of impeding traffic. So luckily I had a pro bono attorney, and that is how I, was found innocent of doing it. And it does cost a good bit of money if you're gonna do it. And looking at this, jail, get this chicken impounded to take any of the money to do that. Refunds to be made immediately. Of course, it's not going to. Well, there again, I think that okay, I didn't really get that. I was just, quickly going through, so getting the gist of it, and how much media attention was received when they were arrested, when they went downtown DC. Did it accomplish what the cost was? And we're talking about, okay, yeah, raising a little bit more, but the money raised for, I know, say what you mean what you say, don't say it mean, and sometimes keep your freaking mouth shut. Let's see. Yeah, you have a bunch of dogs. I've completely forgotten. Oh, do they allow you to eat with them? Yeah, Andrew, that's it. What are you gonna do? I'm not willing to. Yeah. Who was that? Let no, I'm not suggesting that, but I'll tell you what, that's what's coming, and you won't have any choice in it. Seriously. If you don't see the writing on the wall, you're not going to have a choice. It's good to work, but you have to see the writing and what they're trying to do. It's they're coming for all of us, that they see who is lesser than, and do you know how to survive. Yeah, I'm definitely not against the cause. Yeah, I'm here because I was inspired by Canada, because I was inspired in 1997 when I participated in a 900-mile Veterans March from Melbourne, Florida to Washington, D.C., educating the public on veterans issues. Prisoner of war, missing in action, Agent Orange, Gulf War syndrome. The only time the national media would cover it was when we were arrested for walking on 95 in South Carolina. So I know that mass media will cover tragedy a whole lot faster than doing something that is good for we the people. Mass media is owned by those who wish to control the world population. World Economic Forum, ring a bell with anybody? Secret societies that Kennedy warned us about prior to his assassination. There is much evil going on in the world. Much evil. It's just, where am I supposed to be? And I see some cardinals in the background, so I will take that as a sign to, as my daddy would say, learn when to keep my mouth shut. So I'm not gonna say some things, but it's a damn cult. No, it's not trust me, it's not a cult. I think Santa is a good person. What's the Frederick Police? I'm not, if it's it's not a cult. They be Bible thumpers and I ain't. And there's also, whatchamacallits, I don't know. Communist. No, I really think that Santa has a good heart. I think that he, like many others, with the power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So some people don't know how to I don't know, Robert. Yeah, that's it. I mean, he's walked in many shoes. He's definitely walked in. Oh, I don't drink Kool-Aid. Too much sugar. It's the sweet stuff. That's our first addiction. Now they have sugar in everything. Then we wonder why there's so many diabetics. That's it. That's it. What is that? Lullabug. Yeah, no, we're at free will. You know, we're at free will to come and go. Now, you know, there again, during the convoy, there were quite a few of us who were lost along the way and kicked off the convoy as a dog flicks a flea. You know, no accountability, you know, no concern, we're not going to go into that convoy through hell because that convoy is over and done with. This movement is about restoring our constitutional republic the way that it was back in the way that it was meant to be. And there have been warnings by our forefathers who said, hey, you know, beware of this too. Yeah, termite man, you're right. Well, there again, I mean, I don't know what the bail was. I stayed in my sweet spot for the most part, and really don't know too much of the interactions other than follow. And are still in camp. And I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see, regardless how you feel about donating, people are free to do. Yeah, because, I mean, really, you don't know what's going on because you hear a whole bunch of not true and there again, I don't even know the whole Samuel story. And there again, Santa wasn't the only one who is going to be arrested. And that was what I had tried explaining with how when I was participating with the Occupy movement, and that is because I was already addressing our government for grievances. And they pick them up one at a time. So whether they are going to go and get everyone in Santa's convoy or Dee's convoy and serve them one at a time, That's always a possibility. That's how, with the Occupy, they would pick you off when you weren't around the rest of the group. Pick you off one at a time. And then they came and they served warrants, and, you know, because if there's people around, the more people who are around when they're serving the warrants, it isn't always great. Now, you know, serving the warrant to the leader, that wasn't arresting the rest of you either. It's like, what? Let's try this. Take out the leader? Will that make the rest of you go away? Occupy. No, I'm still trying to get over my Lyme's disease. And speech, I don't speak like I used to. I have to be more slow and distinct. Well, I don't know the men's behavior because I missed and I didn't go back and look at I'll tell you the truth, I don't have any crystal balls with me. They're in storage. Well, to tell you the truth, when I was with the Occupy, I didn't have to get bailed out. They just want your fingerprints and palm prints so it can go to your FBI file. It's just about intimidation and costing you money. I don't know. Basil for Big T, have you lost your mind? You deserves to be behind bars. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I do not know. So I'm not going to repeat the hearsay or that yet. The arrests are not over yet. Yeah, you're right. I do believe that. I cannot say that they got conned and are throwing good. I can't say that. Yeah, they definitely have to figure out how to counteract a paid performer. That's probably one of those LinkedIn hire a person to do a job. And that was way back even before the other convoy, or when the other convoy. But it's like how much money? I mean, willfully, like when I was arrested, I did not willfully block a highway. And Yeah, that's it. Well, that's, um, going back and filing charges against, and all depends on the state if you can recover that. Lawfare is not cheap, and you really have to know the law, their rules, their court rules. Knowing law's one thing, knowing the court rules is another. So, best thing to do is when you're in court, find out the rules of the court that you're in, because state, federal, county courts, all of them have different rules to play by. Reno, you know it. Thanks, Reno. I'm glad I have one vote of confidence in me. Yeah, like I said, I am not streaming for fame and fortune, trust me. I'm here for the purpose of getting a First Amendment platform for we the people, because if we don't have a platform to communicate, then it's not looking good. Oh, trust me, 2Ts, I know. I know there's some mean people out there. I saw what they did with my videos. And I now have a copyright on my videos, that any portion of my video, all my work is copyright protected. Anyone uses any of mine needs to have written permission before you use any of my copyrighted material. I don't know. I haven't been out to check out what was going on, and I'm gonna go and check it out and see what's going on. That's the thing when you're when you're in camp. If you're not in camp, you really don't know what's going on. Unless you have someone who makes sure that everybody knows what's going on, pertinent information. You don't know. That's it. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm saying that's it, but I'm withholding confirmation that that's it. Because yeah, that's how working with energy when you turn the other cheek, and people don't quite know about energy. That's that one finger out as three folded back. So threefold law, what you're putting out, you're gonna get back. And it's like if you don't understand, let Lang rest in peace. It's coming down to how many people are going to be able to even drive to their jobs. What will happen if people do lose their jobs and their source of income to pay to keep a roof over your head? Do you know how to survive if that happens? Nikki Flynn, your chat is nuts. Yeah, well, not everybody likes the same, and that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. That's it, Debbie. We have to stand up. And the thing is, we are so close. We are really, really close. And there's more of us than there is of them. Okay? Yes, there's more of us. But what I mean is, there are a lot of people who are awake and have different pieces to a larger puzzle. And each one has a different piece in order to fit together. This movement is just one of the pieces. I don't know how many of you have ever heard of Amazing Polly. AmazingPolly.net is her website, and she has quite a few videos up on BitChute under Amazing Polly. If you want to know who's who and what's what, go and check out her information. She tells you who's who and what's what with the World Economic Forum, with Soros, with Paperclip. And the thing is, she just doesn't talk about it. There are quite a few other independent journalists that you will hear talk about what they have researched and found. Polly shows you what she has found while researching. She will put links up to show you what she found while researching. So you just don't have to take her word for it. But that's just one of. And there are quite a few, many others who have pieces of the puzzle. YouTube, you're not going to find everything. You'll find some. Jason Burmis is still on YouTube. We Are Change. Luke Wachowski, he's still on YouTube. But then they also have their information on their websites and on other alternative media, whether it's Rumble or BitChute. Rockfin. I think that's where Jason Burmess has a lot of his information. They're really good also. So where you get your information from is very important. And there are a lot of us that are out there, and we're all putting all these pieces together. And that is why, and there's strength in numbers. So to go out there and to, write that lawsuit myself, I don't have the energy in order to do what I did back in 2014 when I filed it. My the Lyme's disease has affected my body and my mind and my speech, as you can sometimes hear. So I might all and change your tampon, LA. Oh, because I was gonna say honey. Well, thank you, Termite Man. I hope to inspire more people to stand up, because it's the we. And I think that that's been a part of the problem, that people have been trying to put the I in the we. And, yeah. Yeah, I'm missing. I missed a lot of your good shots in there, but that's okay. It looks like y'all are playing nice in my sandbox, and that's what I really am here for. Because there's so many problems out there, and to focus on the problems aren't doing us any good. We've got to focus on solutions, and like minds can come up with solutions. So what do we do? I really didn't want to come here or sit really in another parking lot and spin wheels. I wanted to keep the convoy going and keep spreading the word. That is what I would or had hoped that we would continue, not to come and just spin tires and think that DC is going to make a difference. It is going and speaking with our community, with our supporters, inviting us to their areas. The people in the convoy, all of us have different talents. All of us have different wisdom. To take that wisdom around and educate communities on survival skills, because they're trying to take us down. If this little division stops this movement, I can't say that the world will fall if the movement stops. I don't know. streamer, been in this chat. Y'all are discussing Mr. Control. Some of those who want to strike good. This streamer is go. Hey Elaine, how are you? Yeah, that's for sure. I know that there, and there again, that's like energy. Energy cannot be destroyed; it can only be transformed. So there are many people who are in this movement, have been in this movement, who have gone back to their states and continued this movement and continued. So just because you think that you're squashing one, there's already been a whole lot of eggs that have been laid, a whole lot of seeds that have been planted along the way. And did you note that there's a lot of plants that seem to be growing in a large scale this year? What do you think are movement's measurable accomplishments? Getting a lot of the local area involved and informed. That I can say for a fact. Okay, now what's up with the gambler? Go back to drinking full. This movement is full of people who don't care what they want, no interest in living in society. Okay, had to drop in and say good morning. Whatever, for morning. Hello, Angela. How are you? What is Tejo World? Did they say something that wasn't good, or anybody know anything about that? So anyhow, yeah, I do see that there has been a lot of good. You know, out of bad always comes good. Period. Out of bad always comes good. Out of tragedy, people come together in love. And in order for more people to come together in love, there has to be more tragedy. There again, you know, what one person's thrifty is another person's, okay. One person's $1 is another person's $100. So in measuring, you have to remember that factor too when you're giving. You know, someone has $100. Okay, well, what does that buy with $100? Like, I rarely go out to eat at a restaurant. I rarely go out to eat at a fast food restaurant, because I look at that bill and I think of how many other things I could buy instead of spending it on a you know, fast food or you know, it all depends on who's spending money. Okay, gambler, you better be good. Alright, I haven't really checked to see what all you're saying, so Say what you mean what you say, don't say it mean, and we'll all get along. How many of those locals have joined in DC? I don't know. I did not count, but I know that there are quite a few. So I can tell you that. I know that there's been people coming in and out. Glory B, I don't know if you know Glory B, but she's a local streamer, and I think she's over, is it Annapolis or Baltimore? I don't know. She's over on the other side of DC. So she's coming into DC from that side. There's other people that, we educated and informed over here on this side who are also going in. There's people representative of pretty much every state in the United States that have been informed and are represented in DC. Well, good thing about the United States is we do unite when there's a tragedy. So, that's another one of those, how much tragedy do we have to go through until we, the people, come together in love? Well, if a small group of people is continuously allowing others to come in and create gossip, to backstab, and even after Jesus was crucified, the world didn't come together in love. September 11th, the American people, the people who were proud to be Americans in the United States, stepped up and came together in love. They were proud to fly their flags. Even people around the world were in mourning for us, not understanding the dirty deeds done dirt cheap, and why some of the buildings fell when there was no reason other than to hide evidence. Why evidence was scooped up and taken away quickly. Butch the dog, I don't know if he is. I've also heard that Oreo was. There's so much gossip, and you gotta take everything with a grain of salt. I asked Oreo that, hey man, I heard you were a Fed. He goes, yeah, I am. Okay, so, out of the horse's mouth, he says, yeah, I am. Was he saying it sarcastically? Was he saying it truthfully? Who knows? And at this point, really, who cares? There is so much infiltration, has been so much infiltration, so much dissension, that we don't even need bad actors to play bad actors. Period. You have to remember, Judas was one of 12. So if you're looking at numbers, Judas was one of 12. How many do we have? We got, what? How many people? How many Judases do you think are in camp? Go figure. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, because you never know which is what. Hanging around the lot or a mall is not going to change how well 76. Cream puff, I don't know. I can only speak for myself. Yeah, Elaine, thank you. Elaine's been hanging around for quite a few. She knows what I'm talking about, that passion that is put off in your belly, and we're gonna keep going and doing, and you know, I don't know and cannot speak for the 1776 restoration movement. I have no idea. Yeah, Americans are done with all the BS, and it's standing up in our own communities. Appalachian Flute, how be you? I came up from WNC, southwest of Asheville. I don't know. I haven't made it out there. There weren't really a whole lot out there when I had come back on the 5th, and yesterday was a down day recovering because I can't pull all-nighters. You know, I was lucky that I got an hour of sleep prior to leaving for our drive into DC. And, yeah. So yesterday was a rest to catch up because we lost a day, because we lost a night. Well, yeah, Elaine. On, testosterone. I will admit that. Appalachians are no people coming in. Yeah. And there again, there's not a whole lot here. Most of the people are down in DC. I think Santa has to look at his truck. They may have a bug in it. Oh, you know that. You know that. Oh, for sure, Butch. Yeah. It was interesting because during that Occupy movement, I mean, you know, what's the difference between a Democrat and a Republican? I don't know. Didn't know. Don't know now. Can't tell the difference. Period. But there were feds who had come in, and people know that I'm very, very spiritual, and one thing I haven't done here that I had done there was to burn my incense and to walk around and to smudge. And yeah, that might be something. I mean, might be something I should do. At least before. That's a good idea. Got something I gotta do today. So anyhow, usually when I am stationary, I'm working on my phone and putting out information, researching information. I do need to go back to North Carolina. Since I've been here, I have been not always staying in Bunker Hill because of the heat and my animals. So I've been going in and out. Also, because I cannot work here on my computer, I have been going in and out. Uh-oh, it's saying my internal space is dangerously low. So that means that if I don't stop now, it's probably going to shut off on me anyhow. So I got to go in and figure this out, because it's supposed to go onto my scan disk. But for some reason, it's going on to my internal hard drive. And Dang it. You know, when people ask about streaming, it's like, yeah, these are just some of the challenges that I have had the whole time. Yeah, Appalachian Flute, are you one of those people that live back in the mountains? Because I know I love it back in those mountains. Much better than sitting in this parking lot. And I will not stay in DC if I go down. That's just not my favorite, and I can do much better elsewhere. So, yeah, you're probably right. Well, I mean, yeah. I'd rather be happy than right sometimes. No, all the time. I'd rather be happy than right, period. If I am happy, I don't care if I'm wrong. You know, let me be wrong and happy. But we can't quit. For whatever reason, we cannot quit. We have to continue in whatever form and fashion. If each person listened to their gut, their God unto thee, whatever you call that good early direction, and that still small voice that tells you to do something even though you can't understand why. Remember, when is the last time your gut ever proved you wrong? When you've listened to your gut and it turned out wrong. So, do what you are brought to do. And go out and be that beacon in the world. And, you know, sorry I can't hang out here a little bit longer, but I'm going to go out and find out what's going on in the front of the camp. And I too will be checking in and seeing what's going on live streamers, because, you know, there's always some kind of drama. And then I'm going to try to figure, you know, do I stay, do I go? Where can my value be of the most worth? So, it was good to talk to you all. Keep me informed on what's going out there in your neck of the woods. So, I will see you. Love you. Bye.